Y'all heard that right, people. I'm going against Merfolk.
Well, rest in peace, fish.
Manus Rider's just too good.
I wouldn't even say Manus Rider. They just do a lot of the similar stuff and just quicker. I know.
See, when I was
fixing stuff.
Played against Chris 2 weeks ago, that's all I had. He dropped like 3 of those on me every game, and I'm like, ew, I can't beat it.
Nobody can beat 3 Manus Riders in a row unless you have a Maelstrom Pulse before you're dead. Round 2 of 5. Player 1 ranker. They have both won round 1. So we have 1-0-0 and 1-0-0. And let's go ahead, and it looks like we're going to start with Nicholas Carpenter on a mulligan. Chris Gorski, what's he doing? He's probably keeping.
Yeah. I saw Nick Carpenter's hand. It was 1 island, I think. If he had a vial, I would have said probably keep it, but...
Unless he's on the draw here. If you have 1 land and a vial on the draw, you probably don't want that. You need to be equally just as explosive to be able to keep up.
Did have a very explosive hand though if he had lands. He had I saw 3 Lord of Atlantis in hand. And that can do damage.
See, we have double island at least. See 3 islands.
See a master.
And we're gonna see a Scry. He's gonna keep it. And
Carpenter's on the play. Possibly.
Leave it on top.
Yeah.
Looks like it. He's gonna go island into pass. And we see what's in his hand.
I say he'll play the unclaimed territory.
He does have a meddling mage, so he's gonna go unclaimed territory. Probably naming illusion.
I was gonna say something, but I decided not to.
I mean, you looked really confused.
I was.
Do you know what illusion's in the deck?
Yes.
Okay.
Phantasmal Image.
Yep. Alright, so we have a Lord down for Nicholas Carpenter. He has a 2-2. A lowly 2-2. And let's see, possibly a Kitesail Freebooter for turn 2, or
Oh, violin something.
Violin, Champion of the Parish, then play Kitesail Freebooter. Let me see that hand, Nicholas Carpenter. And Champion of the Parish is going to become a 2-2. And Silvergale, Miro.
I say he'll take the Miro here.
Can't take anything.
Oh, you can't take it? Is it instant sorceries?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
It's non-creature spell.
Ah.
It might be instant sorcery. It's something like that. But it can't take creatures. That's the relevant part here. I wouldn't expect this to stay in after game 1. But let's make sure. Kitesail Freebooter. Where are you at?
You pass it a few times.
Right there. Non-creature, non-land from it.
Now here comes the Miro. I say Carpenter's going to swing in here for 3.
Unless he values his Lord that much. But nah. I was gonna say the proposal would be a trade with with Chris's 2-2 right now, the white guy, the Champion of the Parish that I couldn't remember his name of. But nope.
So Chris Gorski took the 3 and will be at 17.
Yep. And did he? Yeah. He's at 17. Let's get their timer started too before we're super late again. Start. There we go. We're not too late. We're like a couple minutes in. But this match won't take. This match will not.
This game's going to be very quick.
And we have Thalia's Lancers making this into a 2/3 flyer.
Now that is a problem.
As well as double triggers on the champion, making it a 4/4. We're going to have Violent and Meddling Mage, probably naming the Silvergale Adept. No, we're not. We're going to actually put in another Lancers. Or another Lieutenant.
That is a lot of damage.
This is a little bit. We're going to see an attack for 1, 2, 3 plus 6, 9 on Nick on the backswing.
And Carpenter will not block here, I say. He values that Miro too much.
He values the Miro too much. If he gets to draw a 1-drop, he gets to do... he has a fairly solid backswing as well.
So he'll take the 9? Was it 9?
Yep. Is it 8? That's 6, and that should be 3. That should be 9. Alright, I'm gonna stop these boys real quick. I'm gonna go down and let them know that's actually 9 damage.
So while he's going down there real quick, pretty much not much going on here. Wait till he comes back and let them know the damage. Carpenter will play an island for the turn. So Carpenter will go to 11. What Carpenter need right now is a Spreading Seas. Play that play that Lord of Atlantis in hand. He's swinging in 8 damage here, which would be pretty good.
Alright, we're back. We're fixed. They're good.
So Carpenter, he has a Lord. If he gets a Spreading Seas, swinging in for 8 damage.
If he has a Rejury... No, he's fine here. If he has Silvergale and a Lord, he can Silvergale, tap down 1 threat, and then play the Lord, tap down the other threat, and then get an attack in for 8. But it doesn't really help him whenever he's facing down lethal on backswing.
Yeah, no. Well, you'd have the 2 blockers, the Gil and the Lord. Which the Gil will be a 5/4?
Silvergale has 3 buffs on it, so yeah, it'd be a 5/4.
And the Lord will be a
4/4.
So that can take some damage away, but it takes your guys down a little bit too.
It remedies the problem, but
revealing Lord of Atlantis.
Yep, trigger on me or Rejury, tap down Gathalia's Lieutenant.
Draw.
I'm gonna draw a card. Looks like a vial.
That's never good. I've had that done. It is very horrible this late in the game.
Yep, that's a vial. And he's probably gonna play the other Lord, tap down the other guy.
Swinging for 8.
Yeah, he's not going to be good on the defensive deck here, but Chris Gorski just has lethal next turn.
Yeah.
But if he leaves open the 2 blockers,
which here comes the Lord.
Here comes the Lord, tap down the other Lieutenant. I would expect the attack for 8 here, and then... Let's see, don't miss this... Trying to figure out. It looks like he's.
I think he missed the trigger.
Did miss the trigger. Oh, maybe is he? All right, let's see. First thing, it's all right. I'm already gonna lose this game.
Yeah, he's.
He's gonna untap his Mutavault maybe.
He does have a land in hand. Untap Mutavault, play the land, activate Mutavault.
I'm gonna turn 2 Lord, turn 3 Miro. This is turn 4, isn't it? Yeah, this is turn 4.
Okay.
So he already played his land.
He's gonna untap the Mutavault.
So you can play out probably the vial. We'll make the attack for 4. Hold back triple blocker. And he's just gonna take the 4.
And there's the vial.
Yep, I would have liked possibly, like you had said, the attack for 8 here. Then you have 2 guys back. Unless he's just setting up to have lethal next turn if he doesn't die. Like if he gives up.
He gives up the 2
1, 2,
lords.
3, 4, 5, 6. It's really not that big a deal once you get champion. If you just block Champion of Perish, you're fine.
He'll probably send the Gale in to do that.
And that's what I expect to see the Silver Gale come in. And then he has a backswing attack for 5 plus 12. So 17 on backswing if he gives up the Silver Gale.
And could draw an Spreading Seas and just
if he
go
gets
crazy.
Seas, then we're really good here. But we're going to see Meddling Mage.
Probably naming Spreading Seas here.
I would expect Spreading Seas, but we don't know because we don't have this information. But I am not sure how relevant it's going to be. I can't tell what the 1 card is in Chris's hand.
Neither can I.
Is this a...
He's going to vial in something.
It is a...
I can't tell what that is.
I don't know either, actually.
The glare is...
It's not even the glare, I just don't recognize the art.
Yeah, that too. The art is... Don't we walk down and see?
He's reading it right now.
I cannot tell what that is.
The only one that I was thinking about, can read it. And the one thing, like, I keep thinking about is, like, Champion of Lamholt, which what it could be, which would be awesome. And I'm pretty sure it's Champion of Lamholt. I think that is what it is. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
The art looks similar. We're going by art here. That looks pretty similar.
All right. So, do you know what Champion of Lamholt does?
I do not.
It's a great card. I love it. If this is what the card actually is, it's possible it isn't. But Champion of Lamholt is a 3-drop human warrior, which would be weird.
It ain't then because it's so it's.
He violed it on 2, which is what's weird.
So it's not that then.
Oh no, and it has the it's a newer card. It has the sticker on it. But Champion of Lamholt, I've always wondered why they don't have it in actually humans. It is a 3-drop human warrior. Creature with power less than Champion of Lamholt's power can't block creatures you control. And whenever another creature has a battlefield under your control, put 1 counter on Champion of Lamholt.
That is a lot of damage there.
But I would expect the reasoning just simply being you don't need it. You're already big enough as it is. So.
Yeah.
Can't be a necromancer. All right, well, I'll go find out what that card is after.
It's gonna bug us until we find out. That is a lot of damage. That is
8 plus 3, so 11 plus 5 more, 16.
He's gonna.
You can throw the Silver Gill away.
He's gonna take the 3 from the freebooter.
I mean, he has to.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. I wouldn't be surprised just to see him throw away the Silver Gill. That gives him the only out to winning. Giving away Lords doesn't actually help him at all here. Unless he wants to just like propose a trade. He could do a trade for the champion, but like I don't think
I
that's
wouldn't
a
trade
profitable
it.
block.
I would just block with the Silver Gel.
Yeah, I just throw the Silver Gill in front.
Take the rest of the damage and be like, okay, now let's see if I can win on the backswing.
The rest of the damage is 6 and 5. So
he will double block probably here. I don't like that. Well, he still does have the Mutavault. Mutavault will be a
4/4.
So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
The biggest thing here is like if he gives up both, I don't think he has any path to victory. I think he just has to give Silver Gill.
Yeah, just block with a Silver Gill and be like, I have.
But the only problem is like he has to find Spreading Seas off the top.
Yeah.
To win on this next turn.
Or he drops 2 Lords. Somehow gets a Gale, draw another.
I was gonna say you'd have to find a Silver Gale into another one. Like that doesn't work either.
No.
All right, we're gonna see giving up a bunch of Lords.
I don't know about that. I don't like that. But well, he will kill the big guy. The champion, is it?
Yeah, champion of the parish is gonna go down. Thalia's lieutenant is gonna go down. Vile's gonna take up to 1. And
see what he draws.
We took 3 off of the kite sail.
I can't tell what he drew.
Might have been a curse, sure.
Which is not good.
That's fine because you have a Vile on 1 and you can put it in before blocks.
True.
So we bring Carpenter down to 2. Oh, it's the Spreading Seas we were talking about. Oh no, it's a Harbinger.
No, that's a that one card you said was bad
Kapala?
And don't play. Yeah.
It's not Kapala because it costs 2 mana. Kapala costs 3.
Oh.
It's a
the art from here. Like
no, it's a Harbinger.
Yeah.
I think. Nope, it's something that we don't know. What are you doing? Why are both these players playing cards? You're the Merfolk guy here. You should know this.
It looks like Kapala.
It's not Kapala though because you tap 2 mana. So
what other 2
step up your game. Step up your Merfolk game here, and you had to cast it for
2.
Yeah. Yeah, well.
I'm walking down to see what this is, actually.
Alright, we'll find out what the
other
other
I'm going to find out what the other card is, too.
Alright, well.
Should I see what the one's named on?
Sure.
I don't think it really matters much, though.
Oh, then we have Mirror Entity. Oh, this game's over. Oh man, I support everything that this deck's doing. And that's not Mirror Entity. What is everything going on right now? It could be Mirror Entity. Could be a Commander version of Mirror Entity. I wish our camera had better quality. I could see these cards in stunning 1080p HD, but no. Despite the fact that our webcam is 1080p, we could. Let me see. Give me one sec. Screen might go black. Alright, it didn't go black. Screen might go black. Alright, it went black. Alright, we're back. We're gonna play around here and see if we can get better quality.
So the one card we've been guessing is Dire Fleet Poisoner.
Okay.
And that is Kapala. Mirror Retreat trigger.
Oh, okay.
And the Meddling Mage did name Spreading Seas.
Okay. Kapala still doesn't do anything on this board stage. It's so bad.
No. Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't reverse my opinion. It's not better than Kira.
Now Kira's much better. You've taught me my ways on that one.
Yep. Kira's just does it better. Is not situationally.
So I say he'll sideboard that out in game 2.
Was there one card in hand we didn't know? I feel like we knew the last card in his hand.
His?
Yeah.
Think of it as another vial?
No, he didn't have 2 vials.
No. I don't know then.
I guess we'll see if he vials anything or not. And it is the Curse Catcher that I thought it was. Okay. Alright, so what does a Dire Fleet Poisoner do? Do you know what Dire Fleet Poisoner does?
That is a new card I've...
Please. Alright, what do you do, Dire Fleet Poisoner? Tell me. Images. Is a... Oh, actually, I knew what this does. Flash dot touch. When Dire Fleet Poisoner is battlefield, target attacking pirate you control gets +1/+1. Gains Death Touch until the end of turn. So it's basically a flash guy that can. It's a Death Touch guy that can block easily. Who would have thunk that this game 1 would have taken so long so far?
Our timer's stopped, by the way.
I know. It's actually... Let's hit this refresh button. We actually still have 35 minutes. But...
So he still has a Mutavault, actually. He'll use a Mutavault for a blocker here.
Yep. Mutavault's going to be a 3/3, so it's not going to...
It's going to just chump and really die.
I would expect him to throw Curse Catcher instead of the 2/2 in front of the 2/2 with Death Touch. Would be my expectation. And throw Kapala and Mutavault in front of the... Thalia's Lancers. Or not Lancers, but Thalia's Lieutenant. Take 3 in the air again.
And
hope. Just gives them as many trades as you can. But no matter what, it is not looking good for Nick Carpenter.
It is not. Especially you can't get Spreading Seas, so he'll do that there and block there.
Yep. Make the trades. Take 3. He's going to kill off Kapala probably. Although cutting him off Mutavault could be big. Oh wait, he can just kill both.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he will go to 5.
Falling to 5. And Nick, you have to find...
Did we mess up on life total? Why is he at 3?
Maybe we miscounted damage somewhere. Someone else got in. Like the fact that this... Oh, it looks like he'd let this through. I'm confused. But our players have it worked out, so...
Yeah. Wouldn't the pirate trade with the Curse Catcher? Both 2/2s, aren't they?
They should be. Let me go find that one out. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. His Manus Rider just kills him there.
Yeah, even if it doesn't, then the Manus Rider plus Freebooter in the air. Like, those are just lethal attacks.
Yeah.
And like,
There you
there we
go.
He has vigilance. We're gonna make the attack.
That's
We're gonna
it.
see the concession.
So I think Carpenter's going to bring in Echoing Truth.
I'm not a fan of it actually here. I mean, it's okay. It stems the bleeding. The only thing is, Echoing Truth is gonna be a lot better for. So what's that? Gorski has a lot of cards. He's gonna have a bunch of one-ups on the field that just work really well together. Where Echoing Truth doesn't excel there. Echoing Truth is gonna be great if you have a ton. Like, we saw double Lieutenant, which is gonna be nice, but you don't want him to bounce all his Lieutenant back to his hand. A lot of the cards you don't want him to bounce back to his hand here.
So Carpenter's only taking out 3 cards?
3, maybe 4.
See what he puts in. We can see it.
Carpenter's gonna be on the play, so even like you don't want to play. Man, it's really awkward.
This is.
I would expect maybe like dismembers are also really bad, mediocre, because you're taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, you're taking
to
4
prevent
damage to kill 1 creature, and
then again, like you're fine with that because if you get Champion of the Parish off real early, you're taking 4 damage to prevent the multiple attacks on Champion of the Parish. We don't want blue green Merfolk. Where's mono blue?
it is went to the past apparently.
Well, hey, whatever.
There, right there.
You're not helping me. There it is. All right, right next to the clicker. All right, this is still the same kind of. We went to see where. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Echoing Truth comes in. It's just not what you want to be doing.
He is playing in the gates. I can verify that.
I would expect Ceremonious Rejection though.
Yeah,
maybe
turn 1 on a vial.
But I mean, that's the only time you get it. So like, I still don't like it.
Yeah, other than that, the card's dead.
Yes, like potentially a Ceremonious, but most likely Echoing Truths.
There's really not much he can. Unless his only thing we can say is sideboard's a little bit different.
Yeah, I mean this is just like the most recent tier 1, so yeah, it's not looking good no matter what. This matchup just seems really abysmal for Merfolk. There aren't a ton of matches that really like. A lot of the fair creature decks and whatnot are like the aggressive creature decks. Like not many can go head to head against humans. The best one, honestly, is elves, because you actually just have, human main board doesn't have any way to really interact with elves aside from their freebooters where they can get companies and court of callings. But if they don't have freebooter, elves can just sometimes one freebooter doesn't do the job. Elves just can turn 3 combo off and win. Same with Abzan Company. Not even out of nowhere. Like, if you don't disrupt the decks, they can win on turn 3, turn 4 pretty easily. But nope, they're back. They're gone. Yeah. So even after post sideboard, I still think that even on the play, this is how I think that Merfolk is just that disadvantaged here.
Yeah, it is. Humans is, like we said earlier, is probably gonna take it. It's because I played it.
It's just an explosive deck, so I would expect it to be.
It's fast. It's real fast.
It's really fast, and again, Merfolk doesn't really disrupt anything. They're just trying to advance their board state. They have dismembers. That's what I mean. Like Ceremonies, board might be okay, but past turn 1, it's pretty bad. Here, so this is the match we won't be doing it. So Echoing Truth maybe, and even still, Echoing Truth feels bad.
I say Carpenter's going to do turn 1 Vial.
I mean, if you're lucky, you're having turn 1 Vial.
Let's see an island, a Lord, Curse Catcher.
Spells. Creatures, spells, 2 lands.
It's not bad with Merfolk, 2 lands.
It's not the explosive hand that I think Nick would be wanting to look for. He's probably gonna keep it, but reluctantly.
Yeah, he'll keep it. We go Island Pass.
Island Pass, probably turn 2 Lord, turn 3 Lord. But we'll see if he has the vial on turn 1. And we have a vial on turn 1 for Gorski again. Does he have the rejection? Nah. That vial's good.
Yeah.
Not really, but...
he drew an Echoing Truth. Island Lord of Atlantis?
Potentially.
Or Master of the Pearl Triangle. One of the two.
Or time. I was going to say, probably that or Time Walk your opponent. He just played a land and has some bounce of vial back. So he's not going to get to play 2 things this turn.
Is that a Nature's Claim in Chris Gorski's hand?
It could be. It very well could be.
Play the Plains.
And Meddling Mage, what are you naming? Price. Yeah, like, Spreading Seas is bad here. I mean, it's mediocre.
I'm walking down to see because this actually matters early game.
He's writing it.
Okay. Can we read that, though?
Hold it up for me. Nope. Alright.
I can't read that. Spreading Seas?
I think it's Spreading Seas again.
I can see, like, the top of the
It's 2
S.
words, that's all we know. So it's probably Spreading Seas again.
He's going to draw waves for us here. I'll be happy.
It looks like he's just writing it bigger.
Spreading Seas.
Yeah, it's Spreading Seas.
Which... He's going to Echoing Truth it? Oh, he's going to Echoing Truth a Vial.
End of turn, Echoing Truth your Vial.
That seems pretty good.
Or response to Echoing Truth. When's this happening? And this Chris tap... I'm so confused at when this is happening.
I'm so...
Has Chris just not tapped as many yet? Did Nicholas spend his entire... He might have spent... Alright, so it looks like Nick spent his entire turn. Yeah, alright, so we already played his turn. Nick spent his turn...
Just sitting there chilling.
Not just bouncing the Echoing Truth during his main phase.
Noble Hierarch.
Probably the draw from Chris, otherwise he would have vialed it into play in response.
And a champion. Is that a champion?
Nope, that was a Thalia's Lieutenant. Making the attack for 3 for Chris. And I wouldn't be surprised to see some Lords dropped. Hopefully. There's a Mutavault.
Say, there's a
There's
Miro.
a Regery. So this is going to have to do some cool stuff.
3.
Take 3, go to 15.
So he can't cast Spreading Seas right now, but he really doesn't need to cast it.
No, that's why I meant the Meddling Mage. That's why I didn't know if he'd call Spreading Seas on Meddling Mage, because here he has an island, so Nicholas just already has Island Walk.
I figured you can call creatures on it, correct?
Yes, you can name non-land, anything non-land.
I would name the Master of Pearl Trident or Lord. One of those two.
Unless Chris was just sitting on a way to deal with one.
Phantasmal Image, copy.
Thalia's Lieutenant. Alright. My Champion of the Parish is getting 2/1 counters, everything is getting 1.
They got big quick.
Talking about a really good illusion.
Vapor Snag. Bye-bye.
Land for turn, and...
Claim territory. Maybe name Merfolk with it.
Doubtful. And we have the Vial again. And we're going to see an attack here for 1, 2, 3, 4. You know you want to turn it sideways, Chris. And 3 more. So,
didn't he play the Hierarch this turn?
Nah. He played... Yes. Wait. So he played last time. He played last... Yeah, he played last time.
Okay.
He played last time.
I was like, there's a bunch of things dropping so quick, and it's like... Too many humans.
We'll block the 2/3 with the 3/3.
Seems good trade.
It's not a trade. It's one way, dude.
So...
Alright. And... What
he drew another Echoing Truth.
Yeah.
Another Miro. Miro trigger. Tap down. Hey!
It's sacrifice. Get out of here, Thalia's Lieutenant. Make the attack for 4 unblockable. Dropping him to 11. We might see Nicholas Carpenter making the comeback. Fighting the fair fight. This is really not that fair if it's undisrupted.
No.
But fighting the good fight.
Saying he...
Mono Blue Boys versus...
Gorski, I think, has to kill
Boys.
him this turn.
Yeah, he's facing lethal next turn for sure. It's 8 plus 5. He's got 13 on board right now as it sits. Unblockable.
So he has to kill him this turn, or kill the Lord.
A Lord.
Well, you want the Lord you want gone here is Lord of Atlantis.
Yep. But how much damage does he have on board? 4, 7. He does have lethal on board. 10 on board. 11 on board. So he does have lethal, which means Nick will have to give up a blocker. I wouldn't be surprised if Nick does go Lord of Atlantis here. Double Mirror Reader, he's going to let him empty his hand and tap down his opponent.
Yeah.
And it's not a lethal attack.
Oh.
He does have...
I
What's
would
his
just
vial
take
on?
it. That would...
Oh, there we go.
There we okay.
Now
it's a problem.
It could have been lethal if he vialed in a threat. Vialed in a one-drop thing, and then it becomes exactsies. It becomes exactly 9.
What do we have?
Lieutenant
4.
becomes a 5/5, and then that is a 4/4. Right now we have 11.
11 damage coming in.
I do believe 11. 4, 8, yeah, 11. Right now we're sitting 11 damage across the table. And like I said, if he vialed in a 1-drop before the champion attack, it would have been exactly 9. So Nick obviously would have to be aware of that, but let's see what he does. I would expect... my guess is that the Lord of Atlantis is going to get in front of the
biggest guy.
Either the biggest guy or... No, he'll get in front of the champion. If he gets in front of champion, the parish, he vials in a 1/1, he dies. So he probably has to get it in front of the lieutenant. Probably in front of the lieutenant. Yep.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's good.
Blocks are good. So Carpenter will take 4?
No, he's going to take 7.
Okay.
Go to... I thought it was 7. We'll let them... They've already declared damage, so...
Well, Carpenter wants a 1.
Yep, that's what I'm getting.
So let's see what he has.
A handful of Merfolk is what I can tell you. 3 mana. Is this Rejury number 3?
Oh.
Amazing.
Oh!
Amazing.
This
The fair fight.
plays a Silvergill.
Tap your vial. Alright.
Activate Mutavault. And go big. So you got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage.
Yep.
And no blockers, and we're going to game 3.
Hey.
Question is, did he top deck that?
I don't think it mattered. It didn't matter. If you had another Lord, the double Lord plus Mutavault attack is 3, 3, and 4, so it's 10. The Lord obviously makes it the other Lord makes it lethal, but I just don't know if it mattered. Yeah, I don't think it totally mattered there because the top deck I think is wild when you consider the fact that Nicholas is playing 12 Lords in the deck, and whether he's playing Phantasmal Image or not.
I don't believe he is.
I was gonna say if he's not playing Phantasmal Image, then if he's playing Phantasmal Image, then he can have up to 16.
I think he's just like traditional mono blue, no Phantasmal Image, because me and him play tests last week.
I'm all aboard the super aggressive, play 4 Phantasmal Image and have 16 Lords in your deck. Keep it low to the ground.
Put some green in there, you're going to have another Lord.
You don't need 20 Lords on a deck. That also means that 20 cards in your deck are cost more than 2 mana. 2 mana or more. For a deck that you want to be aggressive with. So, I think 16 Lords is more than enough.
So say Chris Gorski, turn 1 Vial. It's happened every game.
Again. Maybe we'll just have where the person on the draw always has the vial for turn 1. Like, there's some matches you don't want Vile. This is one where you definitely want it so you can keep toe-to-toe with your opponent who's also playing Vile. And it's kind of rough because if Nick had more reactive spells on his board, you could probably board them out when you're on the draw. Board some number of Vile out, like one, maybe, probably like one or two. Because it's not the best card to have when you're on the draw.
It is not. So I'm actually surprised this went to game 3.
Well, you know, Triple Reedry does that. But we'll see in 4, 5, 6, and 7.
And let's see what we got.
Lord, land, Lord. Alright, I see a bunch of Lords.
I see a Phantasmal Image. That's about it on Chris Gorski's hand.
It looks like we have double Master of Pearl Trident, a Cavern of Souls, a basic island, unless that's a Mutavault.
I see an island. I think there's a Mutavault in there too.
I think there's triple Master of the Pearl Trident.
I think there's a Master Waves also.
I don't know. We'll see what we've got here. And we have Phantasmal Image for sure over on Chris's side. Oh, Nick, you're not on the play this time. Oh, pre-game effect. Gemstone Cavern is what he's got.
Oh.
Do you know what that card does? I love it.
It has been a while, isn't it?
Oh my god. Let me get the air horn out because that card is great. And y'all should respect it and play it more.
Cavern Souls naming humans, playing...
Give me a sec versus air horn. Alright, so what Gemstone Cavern says, turn 1 Lord on Nicholas Carpenter's side. So, what Gemstone Cavern says is, if Gemstone Cavern is in your opening hand, and you're not going first, you may remove a card from your hand from the game, or discard it. It's one of the two. Irrelevant. I think it's remove it, and start the game with Gemstone Cavern into play with a luck counter. And that says, tap to add 1 mana of any color to your pool as long as it has a luck counter on it, allowing him to have turn 1 Lord of Atlantis. But this is kind of Chris Gorski has turn 2 Mirran Crusader, which doesn't seem that great here, considering Nick has no blue or not blue, but no green or black threats. So we got all the hype out. I'm really excited. That was great. I'm glad that Nick is playing this on his list. I had seen a couple. I'd actually seen lists. I was gonna play this whenever I was gonna play Merfolk. I actually had the Gemstone Cavern to play in here.
Here we go.
Turn 2 Lord again.
It's a swinging 3.
Nah, he's not gonna send the 3 into a Mirran Crusader. Looks like we have Lord number 3 in hand. Yeah.
So, unclaimed territories. Probably naming humans.
Although I just want to make sure that Gemstone Cavern is... For some reason, I thought you had a remove a card, okay. I just want to make sure you didn't have to remove a land from your hand. I couldn't remember if Gemstone Caverns made you discard a land. Remove a land from your hand to play.
So Phantasmal Image.
Naming Mirran Crusader, most likely. Looks like we have a Dismember. Oh, that Dismember is going to be real rough, though. Because he can't even target the Phantasmal Image. And here comes the attack for 4 across the table. 5, 6, sorry. He has the Exalted.
I think I would take the 6 here.
I mean, if you block, you're literally giving up both your guys to not even kill this. If you block with one guy, like, I think it's 6/6. That's pretty.
Swing back for a little bit more.
Yeah, you can't even get rid of Mirran Crusader right now, so it's pointless to try to make a trade.
Well, he's at 12 down there. An island.
Oh, this is copying Noble Hierarch.
Oh.
So we got double Exalted trigger. A. I mean, that's fine if you're going to make attacks for 8.
Yeah.
This also means since Gemstone Cavern can tap for any mana, he can tap it for black and only have to pay 2 life on the Dismember. But I think we would expect him to want to get more value out of stuff, so I wouldn't be surprised to see, like, play a Lord, and then kill off a something.
Probably casting another Lord here.
Yeah, we did see. Yeah, he did have another Lord of Atlantis in his hand, or not Lord of Atlantis, but Master of the Pearl Trident. So let's see, 2 mana, probably a Master. And is it Master number 3 that we saw?
It is
Harbinger, bounce it. All right, that works too.
swinging there for 6.
And, looks like we have.
Hey!
The Flash guy. He can block.
Trade it.
He can make a trade.
Take 3.
I would have maybe expected to see Carpenter fire off the Dismember so he didn't give up a Lord there too. But it could also be that he puts priority on it where if he dismembers, he goes to 8, and then it just makes Smear Crusader with an Exalted Trigger lethal.
Yeah. I think that was the right call how he did it, mostly. No, something big's coming.
It's a Crusader again. So we're going to go Crusader, and I think he has a Vial in hand, so I'll probably
He
go
does.
Vial. Yep, and...
Pass turn.
Yeah, no point attacking with a 2/3.
And get blocked by a 3/3.
Yep. Right, untap. What you got for us, Nick?
Island. Might be good. He might be able to drop 2 Lords this
Or if
turn.
he has a Master of the Waves.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dudes.
Yep. It'll give him a lot of good blockers. But we'll see. Like I said, I think I saw another Master of the Pearl Trident still. I'm pretty sure he still has it in his hand, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him play that.
I think he's counting up damage here.
And then...
Here comes a Miro? Or
Yeah.
Kapala?
I would expect probably Mirror Retreat would be my guess. Give another Lord effect. Ugh. Nick, what are you doing?
Quit teasing us. Stop it, please.
Potentially Mirror Retreat. What do we got though?
We got Mirror Retreat or Kapala. Those are the 2 we got.
I don't know who this is, but
Oh, he has land taps. Oh. No. Another Master of the Pearl Trident.
yeah, that's what I thought. I thought I saw a 3rd one.
Just all the Lords.
And then he's holding open the Dismember for
And
where he only
really-
has to pay 2 life on it. Puts the counter.
He has a Phantasmal Image and a white card. I can't see what the white card is.
It's probably Lieutenant. I'm pretty sure it's a Thalia's Lieutenant. Let's see. It's looking... Honestly, this... I didn't think this Crusader was going to do so much, but this Crusader is actually a huge wall for Nicholas right now.
It is.
It means he has to always throw up a blocker, and he can't kill it with a Dismember in hand. I wouldn't be surprised to see Chris play...
A Lieutenant.
Yeah, I mean, you could play the. I was thinking the Phantasmal Image in hand, and figure out what to copy. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's
He's gonna play the Phantasmal Image, I think. Here, he
Phantasmal
will.
Image, and I'm debating whether he wants to copy the.
I think he targeted the Night Hierarch already. He pointed at it.
All right, so then he's just gonna have this coming with triple exalted for 10.
Whew.
And I wouldn't have been surprised to make him to see him put the Lieutenant into play just to make it exactly 12. Oh,
And
he's
here
just
comes the
gonna say go.
Dismember. He's just gonna.
Dismember, pay black. Kill off the original noble. It doesn't matter if he targets the Phantasmal or not, because the cost is already paid, so it doesn't prevent him from losing anything.
So 10 to 17.
We're back. We're back. It looks like he dismembered before combat, so he wouldn't get another Exalted trigger.
I think that was the
Makes
right
sense.
choice.
Makes sense.
Because now he's swinging for 8.
Yep.
Just
He's
block
gonna
of the
block with
Harbinger.
Harbinger. He doesn't have trample. So he just blocks all 8 of it. Oh, that's the Champion of Parish. Okay.
I saw a Mutavault off the draw.
Looked like it. Mutavault. Life returned. What's your last card? Is it a Regery? Yep. Looks like it's a Regery is his last card in hand. Yep, and then leave open.
Mutavault in the.
Yep, so he has a block there. So he has a 5/5 Mutavault that he can block stuff with. 5/5 Mutavaults and a bunch of 4/4s. I wouldn't be surprised if Chris were to draw like an island here. He just never plays it. Yeah, he didn't, but if he did, I would expect him to just
I
not
would have
play
been
it.
like, no.
Let's see. Still interesting because what is that card?
I cannot tell.
Yeah, it's white. Let's see.
He's got 8, 9.
Oh, it's an Oblivion ring,
Ooh.
or it's a Fiend Hunter. It's a Fiend Hunter.
Okay. Swinging for 8 again.
Yep. It's really awkward because like probably doesn't want to give up lords here. All right? Let's just say that he chooses to take it so that he gives himself 1 out to winning next turn. I think he just has to find Spreading Seas.
Yeah.
He has to find Spreading Seas, and he has 2 lords that are 3 and
A Mutavault.
You know, that's 10. That still doesn't win him the game. Like
No, I don't think. I think Carpenter's in a hole right now. And
the only way he gets out of it is if he still had the other lord, he could block with the Mutavault and trade with the Crusader right now. Because then Crusader does 4 first strike damage, and then
I think it looks like he'll activate the Mutavault and block.
regular combat damage comes through. It looks like we're just gonna see him give up this Mutavault.
How much time does a feature match have?
5 minutes.
5 minutes? Okay.
Oh, looks like
Triple block. That actually surprises me a little bit.
Nah, he realizes he needs to get that off the table right now. So, the best thing here is that if he goes 3 damage, 3 damage, and 2 damage on the Mutavault, he kills everything.
Yeah.
Actually, you can go 3-2-2. Like, that's the thing. It's like everything.
So that'll die.
Actually, no. First strike damage happens. That dies. They go to regular combat damage.
And so the Mutavault's now a 3/3.
It's now 3/3, and that still kills it. But like, that's interesting the way it works. Is there any way that Nick gets out of, or that Chris can make the block and actually does not lose anything? It doesn't look like it. First strike damage is going to do 4 damage if I choose. So he's going to go like, just kill everything.
Yeah. I think Carpenter's just.
I support the decision. That's the only way he has to win. Because right now,
he drew a cavern. I think it's over right there.
I mean, it's still Chris doesn't have a clock really. He has an attack for 4. I mean, he does have a clock like 4. He's at 10 already, but like he doesn't have the crazy board states like humans usually does. So like I expect him to just go freebooter, bigger, attack for 5.
Put Carpenter to 5.
Maybe attack for 5.
I think he drew a dismember. No, Kapala.
Yep. Now we're at the.
Yeah, I think it's it.
I wouldn't even expect Chris to get in with the go in with the champion. I expect him just to send in the. So you get a redraw. Yep, redraw. Meddling Mage. But I'd expect him just to attack for 3.
Take him to 2, give him another turn.
Yep. Just attack with a guy that can't block for 3 in the air. Unblockable.
Oh, he's going to go with both.
He's going in with both. He's guaranteed to get 1 across the table. Oh, and he's going to attack with the Fiend Hunter, so he's guaranteed to probably get 2 across the table. Because Nick is going to most likely block 4 damage. Putting Nick to 3 now. Nick is rough for you, bud.
And he will do that.
Yep. Oh, what happened? What happened to names? Oh, there's Nick's name again. Nick, what can you possibly draw that doesn't look like it? Yeah, that's just concession.
That was a heck of a game. Those games were amazing.
They took a lot longer.
Yeah.
Nick did at least get a game up on him, or get a game on him. So, well, we have it. The Merfolk versus Human Tribal. Merfolk being fried. But,
hey.
Couldn't overtake me.
He had an island in his hand.
I can't. No, he boarded it out.
Oh.
He sideboarded island out, so he didn't have to worry about drawing it. So I support that sideboarding,
yeah.
Chris Gorski. I fully support it. I forgot to keep score going, but y'all at home, if you're watching, we did see Chris Gorski take down Nicholas Carpenter 2 games to 1. We will be right back within literally within 5 minutes with round 3. We do have Chris Gorski now 2-0, and we will see you in a bit. BRB.